Hello, everyone. What is up? Welcome to Popular Taste of the People. This is my podcast. This will be episode 4. And today's podcast is going to be about Rihanna because, as everyone probably knows, Rihanna broke the internet on Sunday. She is going to be this coming year's Super Bowl halftime performer, and I am so excited. I feel like it's long overdue. I feel like she should have done it years ago, but finally the queen is going to be doing the Super Bowl halftime performance. And she is the queen along with Beyonce. They are both queens. I think it would just be really iconic if Beyonce and Rihanna came out together. But anyways, I'm really excited for Rihanna. I feel like Rihanna doesn't get enough credit for how much she has changed the game in the music industry. You know, she is the first self-made billionaire, the youngest first self-made billionaire, and the first youngest self-made black woman billionaire. She has breaking so many ground barriers as a woman and as a woman of color. She is also the first black woman to have luxury brands like Givenchy and Louis Vuitton to promote her lingerie through those brands from her Fenty Beauty and her Savage Fenty line. She is also the first female woman, first female black woman to be signed to Dior. And she's just breaking so many grounds. And I noticed after she started coming out with her Fenty Beauty, we started seeing more female singers do it, like Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande, and so much more. I feel like Rihanna really set the ground that women that are singers can become billionaires by doing also a business part to it, which is, Fenty Beauty. She's really like a trendsetter, and I feel like she does not get enough credit about that. She really is a trendsetter. So, Rihanna created Fenty Beauty back in 2017, I believe. And I think she was like 28 or 29 at the time. She wanted to create a beauty brand that was unique. And she wanted to also change the standards of beauty and all that, because if you've noticed, a lot of her Savage Fenty products, which are lingerie and pajamas and everything, it goes all the way to plus size women, which I actually admire her for that, because some people will not even include plus size women lingerie, especially since she's a celebrity and such an A-lister. So I really admire her for that, for making a lingerie and clothing that goes for plus size women, because at the end of the day, we're all different. I'm different, you're different, everybody around us is different. We're not all the same. And her Fenty Beauty line is really successful. Her makeup line, I really like her mascara because I feel like it gives a lot of volume. I actually have the Fenty Beauty mascara and I just really love it so much. And yeah, she will be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show this coming year. I wonder who she will bring out though. Who do y'all want her to bring out? Do you want her to bring anyone out? Do you not want her to bring anyone out? I kind of want her to sing Monster with Eminem. Or maybe S&M with Britney Spears. I feel like that would be really iconic. But again, Rihanna's real name is actually Robin. Her stage name is Rihanna. And her middle name is Rihanna, too. She has a child. She recently gave birth to her first child this year with A$AP Rocky. And she is not from America. She is from Barbados. She is a Barbadian singer. And I think that's really cool because she's not even from America. So it took her a lot of work to become such a big icon here in the States and worldwide. But yeah, Rihanna has so many albums, so many hit songs. You probably know so many of her songs. I'm just gonna name a few hit songs: Umbrella, SOS, Pon de Replay, Rude Boy, Disturbia, Diamonds. I mean, she has so many. And she has so many albums as well. She has Rated R. She has Music of the Sun, Good Girl Gone Bad, Reloaded, Talk That Talk, A Girl Like Me, Loud, Good Girl Gone Bad, unapologetic, anti. And this makes me so sad as a Rihanna fan. She has not released any new albums since Anti. And I'm like so sad because she keeps saying she's gonna release new music and release new music, but it never comes. I'm praying and I'm hoping she releases new music before the Super Bowl or after the Super Bowl, or she makes an announcement that she's gonna release an album. I know that would just be so iconic and it would just break the internet from Riri, Queen Riri. But yeah, I really miss her and her music. I would say my favorite album of hers is either Rated R, Anti, or Good Girl Gone Bad. But you know, she is queen. She has so much good music. She is queen as well as Beyonce. She is queen, but that will be a podcast for another day about Beyonce. But yeah, this podcast is basically about Rihanna and, you know, how I really believe she's changed the game in the industry for women and for men too. Like, in general, she's changed the game for the industry. You know, and I feel like she's one of these people we'll look back on and we'll remember her. She is definitely one for the books. People know who she is worldwide. And she is just so successful, and she did this all as a woman and being a woman of color. So I really admire her for that. So another thing that I wanted to touch base on about Rihanna is that she has two parents, which is Ronald Fenty and Monica Brathwaite. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, she has two parents, and I think she's really close with her family. I'm not too sure about it, but she seems to be very close with them. I've seen a lot of articles come out how she's close to her family and all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah, but she is born February 20th. She was born the year of 1988. So this coming February, she will be 35. And she still looks so good for her age. She still slays and looks like a queen. She is signed to Def Jam in 2005. And in 2006, she peaked within the top 10 of the US Billboard 200 chart. That is really impressive. I find her just so impressive, honestly. As we all know, she was in a very public relationship as well with Chris Brown, and, you know, things got really rocky there. I don't respect Chris Brown because of that. I feel like I feel like it's not a mistake when you hit a woman, okay? A mistake is you forgot to turn off the bedroom light, or you forgot something, or you accidentally spilled water off the table. I just don't see what he did was a mistake. And I feel like he could have been a really much bigger artist if he hadn't done what he did. But I hope I don't get criticized for that. But I probably am. And then again, this is just my opinion. But yeah, I feel like that really got in his way. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but her childhood was actually really affected by her father's alcoholism and crack cocaine addiction, which continued for her parents' strained marriage. I guess her parents had like a weird marriage because of that. And Rihanna's father actually used to physically abuse her mom, and Rihanna would actually try to get in between them to break up fights. So Rihanna actually struggled a lot as a kid, and I don't know if a lot of people knew that her dad was physically abusive to her mom. And he was a drug addict and an alcoholic. But yeah, she actually has gone through a lot. And also, as a child, she had a lot of CT scans because she kept suffering from headaches. The doctors at one point even thought maybe it was a tumor because it was that intense. But I believe around the time she was like 12 or 13, her parents had divorced and her health began to improve. So maybe her stress was coming from her parents and then her dad, you know. But yeah, she loves reggae music. She grew up listening to reggae music as well. yeah, so this is basically just all about Rihanna and everything about her. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited to see her play. I'm really excited to see her on the Super Bowl halftime show. Um, she is definitely one of the best singers, female singers in the game, in this generation. And I'm just so excited. Another thing I want to know is like, who would y'all like to see her collab with? I really want to see her collab with Beyonce, or who else would want her to see her collab? Ariana Grande. You know, big stars, big women stars. But yeah, I'm really excited for her Super Bowl performance, and I feel like I'm sound like a broken record, but y'all have no idea how excited I am about it. So a lot of her influences are Madonna. She says Madonna is her biggest idol. Also Mariah Carey. So I would also like to see her do a song with Mariah Carey. And another influence she has is Whitney Houston and the Jacksons. I would also like to see her do a collab with Janis Jackson. But yeah, she's done so much that she really does not get the credit for. She helped create a foundation to terminally ill children in 2006, and I don't know if it was 2008 or so, but she was named the Cartier Love Charity Bracelet Ambassador, which is actually really, really big. I think she was named that for her country. And she also helped raise awareness to combat HIV and AIDS. You know, she also has, in 2008, she stood up to cancer, and she's done so much activism. I know that in 2012, Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Barbados, she started an education program there for girls, and I think met boys too, but she wanted to help girls get a young education. She's done so much activism, it's insane. I know in April of 2020, because I remember when this broke Twitter, she, an offer of 700,000 worth of ventilators came to her home into Barbados, her country, and she donated an additional of so much. I want to say the estimate's around 31 million, or maybe it's 21 million, I'm not sure. To provide support and resource to individuals and children suffering from domestic violence in the lockdown. You see, she's just so much activism. I really feel like she will go down in history, and so much people just look over her. And let me know if I am speaking too fast, because this is my first time making this podcast. But yeah, I'm just really excited to hear Rihanna, and I just love her. I love all her music and everything. But yeah, she's also, like I said, the youngest first colored black woman billionaire. She has a child. She is a victim of domestic abuse because of what happened to her with Chris Brown, and she also has seen domestic abuse at first hand. And domestic abuse is actually really important because it's never okay to hit someone, whether a man hits a woman or a woman hits a man. It's never okay. It's never okay to lay hands on someone because it's just so uncalled for. But yeah, she has also had, I think she's had 7 tours. I'm trying to remember. She's had Good Girl Gone Bad tour, The Last Girl on Earth tour, The Loud tour, the Diamonds World tour, the Anti World tour. She's done Rihanna live in concert. She's done the Monster tour with Eminem. So yeah, 7 tours. But yeah, that's basically it for this podcast. I just wanted to talk about Rihanna and hype everyone up about Rihanna because Queen Riri is coming to headline the Super Bowl halftime show, and I could not be more excited. But I'm really intrigued what you guys think she'll perform. What do you think her set list will be? Who do you think she'll come out with, or do you think she'll do it alone? And also, if you're listening to this podcast on YouTube, please hit that like button and subscribe button. And if you're listening to this podcast on Spotify,